Hello devs, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to analyze social media usage data, and this is my prerequisites, and these are all the objectives we are going to find now. This is my data set. This is my data. Now we are going to analyze this data set, and this is my user ID, and this is my age of the user, and this is gender of the user, and this is location of the user, and this is the income of the user, earning through social media, and this is the debt, and this is the own property, and this is the profession of the user, and this is the demographics, whether the user belongs to a rural area or urban area. This is the platform the user using, and this is the total time spent by the user, and this is the number of sessions, and this is the video id, and this is the video category the user is watching, and this is the video length, and this is the engagement rate, and this is the importance score, and this is the time spent on video, and number of videos watched, and the scroll rate, and frequency, and this is the frequency, whether the user watching in morning, afternoon, or evening, or night time, and this is the productivity loss of the user, and this is the satisfaction levels of the user while using social media, and this is the watch reason of the user, and this is the device type of the user, and this is the operating system using to access social media, and this is the watch time, and this is the self control rate, and this is the addiction level rate, and this is the current activity of the user while watching social media, and this is the connection type, whether the user using mobile data or wi-fi to access social platforms. Now let's go to our notebook, and these are the prerequisites. In prerequisites, we need to import the required libraries to analyze the data, and then load the data set, and then check for null values, and then describe the data. Now let's delete this. Okay, now let's go to prerequisites. Now we need to import uh, libraries first. I'm importing pandas as pd, uh, and importing matplotlib for data analysis, and also importing matplotlib for data visualization. Import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Now taking a variable data. Now let's import our data. pd dot read csv, and then we need to pass our file name here. Let's go to our data sets, and this is in the format of csv. You can see the title here, social media stats.csv. So this is my file name, social media stats.csv. Let's pass our file name here, social media, sorry, it must be in bytes, social media stats.csv. So now let's print our data, and you can see the data here is our data. We are going to analyze. There are 100 rows and 31 columns, and let's print first 5 rows. Okay, now let's check for null values. Data dot is na. Let's run. Let's sum our null values, and we can see it shows all zeros. That means there are no null values in our data. Now let's describe our data. Data dot describe. This is a description of my entire data. So this is the count. There are 1,000 rows. So this is the count of the data, and you can see the 1,000 rows here. Oh yeah, it's if I print data, you can see the 1,000 rows, and this is the count of the rows, and this is the mean value. So if you see the age, the mean value of the age is 40, and the standard deviation of the age is 13, and the minimum value is 18. The minimum age is 18, and if you can see 25% of age is 29, and you can see 50 percentage and 75, and here the maximum value of the age, and this is 64 is the maximum age. Similarly, you can see for all the columns here. Now let's go to our first objective. What is the average age of the social media users? If you see the description of the data, you can see the mean value is the average age of the social media users, and you can see 40 is the average age of the users using social media. Let's find data dot age. Now let's sum our data on 1,000, because there are 1,000 users. The average age of all users by number of users. Let's run this, and we can see 40 here. If you can see the here, and the age of the users 40. Okay, now let's solve another one. Which gender spends more time on social media platforms? Data dot gender dot value counts, and you can see mm, 514, which is male. Male spends more time on social media platforms. And let's go for another one. Which country has the highest number of social media users? Data of location dot value counts, value counts. Let's run this, and you can see uh, first India with 228 million users. Now let's go for another one. What is the average income of users on each social media platform? Now let's group our data. Dot group by group on platform income. Now let's find mean value of each social media platform. Now let's run this, and you can see, let's sort our values. Sort values. I want to sort in descending order. Descending equal to false. Let's run this, and you can see uh, YouTube generates more income to the users. Okay, now you can see the here. Okay, now let's go for another one. How many users own property was do not own property? Okay, now let's own property data of own property. dot value counts. There is another one property, owns property, and we can see uh, out of 1000 there are 542 has their own property. And let's go for another one. What is the most common profession of social media users? Okay, now let's data dot profession dot value count, value counts. Okay, you can see the data. Students are using social media more than other professions. First, there are students, and there are waiting staffs next, and there are workers third, and then drivers, and then engineers, and then cashiers, and then managers, and then artists, and then teachers. Okay, let's go for another one. What is the distribution of income across different social media users? Okay, before, okay, we find the average value. Now we are going to find total value. Data dot group by, we just simply copy our line here and paste it here. This time I don't want mean, I want sum. Let's run this, and we can see TikTok generates more income, and then YouTube, and then Instagram, and then Facebook. Now let's go for another one. What is the average age of users of each platform? Let's group our data. Data dot group by data dot platform, and then age. It's age. Now let's find mean value. So the mean value of users is 40 years. For Facebook, for Instagram, the average age is 41, and for TikTok, it is 41, and for YouTube, it is 40. Okay, now let's go to another one. Which country generates high income through social media? Let's find this or data on location, and then income. Let's sum our income. Its location. Now let's run this. Let's sort our values. Sort values. Run again, and you can see the India generates more income through social media, and then United States, and then Vietnam, and then Indonesia, and then Japan, and then Philippines. At last, Germany, which generates low income through social media. Which platform is preferred by younger users? Now let's take a variable young users. Let's filter our data. Data dot age is equal to 30, less than 30, less than or equal to 30. Now let's count our youngster data. Now count on young users dot platform value counts. So this is my data on data of here is less than or equal to 30. Data of data dot is. Now let's run this, and you can see the maximum value 77 here. Most of the young users prefers TikTok, social media, and then YouTube, and then Instagram, and then Facebook. Let's find another one. Which platform is most popular among older users? 50 plus. Let's copy our data. This time my users are older users. Data is greater than or equal to 50. Now, now count our older users platform count. Let's run this, and you can see the maximum value 88. So most of the young older users prefers YouTube and then TikTok. uh, let's go for another one. Which country spends more time on social media? Now group our data, group by, I want to group by location and total time spent. Let's sum our total time of each country. Let's sort our values. For sorting, simply copy this, paste it here. Let's run this, and you can see uh, India spends more time on social media. It's around 34,465 hours. Then let's go for another one. Which country gives more importance to social media? Let's group our data. Data dot group by, group on location, and then importance levels. Let's go for importance score. Let's copy this, paste it here. Importance score. Let's sum our importance score, and then sort values. Let's open recent copied sort values. India gives more importance to social media, and then United States, and then Indonesia. Now let's go for another one. Which country has a high scroll rate? Again, copy this line and paste it here. This time I want to some scroll rate. uh, Again, India has the highest scroll rate, and then United States. Let's go for another one. Which country has high addiction levels on social media? Let's copy this, and this time change importance score to addiction levels. Where is addiction levels? Yeah, here is my addiction levels. Let's copy our addiction levels column name and paste it here. Let's run this, and you can see again India has high addiction levels on social media, and the United States. Now let's go for another one. Which social media platform is the most popular among users? Data dot platform. Its value counts. Let's run this, and we can see the maximum value 273. TikTok is the most popular social media platform for users. And let's go for another one. What is the most common reason people watch social media? For procrastination, habit, entertainment, or boredom. Now data dot. Let's copy our column name for reason. Let's go to our data and then find reason. Watch reason. Count our values on watch reason. And you can see the maximum value. Let's sort our values first. Sort values, run again, and we can see habit. Habit is the reason for most of the users using social media. And then let's go for another one. Which platform has the highest number of users in rural areas? First, we need to save our rural areas users. Rural users. We need to filter our data of data dot. Let's pass our column name. You can see rural or urban demographics of this column name, and data dot demographics is equal to uh, rural. So now let's group our data on social platform. Rural users dot group by. We need to simply dot platform dot value counts. Run this, and you can see 199. So most of the rural users using TikTok. Let's go for another one. Which platform is most popular in urban areas? Yeah, you simply copy these two lines and paste it here. Now this time area is urban, and this is urban users, and this is also urban users. platform.value counts, and you can see the 74 again. So TikTok is the platform for most of the people in urban areas. Let's go for another one. Which device type, smartphone, computer, or tablet, is the most common use to access social media? Now let's count device type. Device type dot value counts, and you can see uh, 585. Smartphone is the mostly commonly used to access social media. So most of the users are using smartphone to access social media, and then a tablet, and then computer. Okay, now let's go for another one. Which operating system is the most popular for social media uses? Okay, now let's find the dot OS dot value counts, and we can see 500. So most of the users are using Android to access social media. What time of day do users watch social media the most? Let's find this data dot. Uh, let's go to our data and find our frequency. Data dot frequency dot value counts, and you can see 365. Most of the users are using social media at evening times. Which platform has the highest watch time in the morning? Now let's filter out data. Morning data is equal data of data dot frequency is equal to morning, and then group our data. Morning data is my morning data dot group by morning data of platform, and total time spent dot sum. Let's run this, and we can see the maximum value 4600. So most of the users using TikTok at mornings. So TikTok has the highest watch time at mornings. Now, which platform has the highest watch time in the afternoon? Now you simply copy this. This time my data is afternoon. I want afternoon data, and then yeah, same. So this is afternoon data, and then afternoon data. Let's run this. Uh, yeah, it is afternoon data. Yeah, now let's run, and you can see the maximum value 4600. Most of the users using TikTok in afternoons. Now let's go for another one. Which platform has the highest watch time in the evenings? Let's copy this and paste it here. Now I want evening. I want evening. In this time evening. Evening data, and this is evening data. uh, Now let's run this, and you can see the maximum value is 15,700. So YouTube has the highest watch time in the evenings. Now what is the average productivity loss reported by social media users? Now let's find the productivity loss by social media users. Let's go to our data. Let's use my productivity loss. Now let's find the mean value of productivity loss. Data dot productivity loss dot mean value. You can see 5.1 is the average productivity loss by social media users. Which profession experiences the highest productivity loss due to social media? Now let's group our data. Data dot group by data profession and productivity loss. Let's sum. Let's sort our values, and you can see students are affecting most due to social media. So students experiences the highest productivity loss due to social media, and then staff, waiting staff experiences the highest productivity loss, and then laborers, and then drivers, and then engineers. Okay, then let's go for another one. Which social platform leads to most productivity loss? Let's group our data by data of platform and productivity loss. That's some, and then you can see the highest value 1402. You can see the TikTok leads to the most productivity loss. Okay, now let's go for another one. Which age group reports the highest productivity loss? Okay, now let's group our data on age and productivity loss. Data of data dot age productivity loss dot sum. Let's sort our values. Sending, and you can see the age between 40 and 50 are affecting the most due to the social media. The age group between 40 and 50 reports the highest productivity loss. Let's go for another one. Which profession more active on social media? Data dot group by profession on total time spent. Let's sum our total time. Let's sort our values in descending order. And you can see students are more active on social media, and then laborers, and then waiting staff, and then drivers. Okay, now let's go to another one. Which platform has the highest level of addiction? Again, group our data on platform and addiction levels. Let's go to our data, and you can see the column addiction level. Let's go to notebook addiction level. Let's sum our addiction levels. There is an error. Yeah, it's a group by, and you can see the maximum value 795. TikTok has the highest level of addiction. And let's go for another one. Which profession addicted more on social media? Let's group on by profession profession and addiction levels. But some let's sort our values descending order. And you can see students are addicted more to social media, and then laborers, and then waiting staff, at last teachers. Let's go to another one. Which platform has the highest satisfaction rate among users? Now let's group our data on platform and satisfaction levels. Data dot platform, and then satisfaction rating, and you can see uh, satisfaction rate. Let's copy our column name. Let's sum our satisfaction ratings, and you can see uh, 13,000 is the highest, which is TikTok. TikTok has the highest satisfaction rating among users. Let's go to another one. Which platforms users have the highest self-control rate? Again, group out data on platform, and then self-control rate, and you can see self-control column here. Let's copy our column name and paste. Let's sum our self-control rating. You can see the maximum value is 19,000, which is again TikTok. TikTok users have the highest self-control. So now let's go to another one. Which profession has the lowest addiction level to social media? Now let's group our data on profession, and then addiction levels. Addiction levels. That's some. There is an error. It's profession capital P. And now it is lowest addiction rate. Now you need to take the lowest value. Let's sort our values, and you can see the lowest is 109, which is teachers. Teacher has the lowest addiction levels to social media. Then, what is the most common profession among users with high satisfaction levels? What is the most common profession among users with high satisfaction levels? Now let again group our data on profession, and then satisfaction levels. Let's go to our data, and you can see satisfaction level. Let's copy this and paste it here. Now let's sum our satisfaction ratings of all users, and you can see highest value, which is 1223, which are students have high satisfaction levels while using social media. And then go to another one, which gender has a higher self control score. Again, group our data dot group by gender, group our data on gender, and then self control score. And you can see this is the self control score. Let's sum our self control scores, and you can see 3616, which is the highest. So males has the higher self control score compared to female. Now let's go to another one. What is the most connection type used to access social media? Okay, now let's find this. Find connection type. If you see the data, and you can see the connection type here. Let's copy our column name data dot connection type dot value counts, and you can see most of the users using mobile data to access social media compared to Wi-Fi. Okay, now let's go to another one. Which platform has the highest users accessing via mobile data? Now let's filter our mobile users. Mobile users data of data dot device type. Let's filter our mobile users. Mobile mobile data users. Mobile data. It's actually mobile data users. Now let's group our data on mobile data users dot group by you simply mobile data users dot platform dot value counts. It's actually connection type, not device type. Connection type is equal to mobile data. Now let's run again, and you can see the maximum value is 184. So Instagram has the highest users accessing via mobile data, and then TikTok, I think, yeah, TikTok, and then YouTube, and then Facebook. So most of the users using their mobile data for Instagram. Now let's go to another one. Which category videos has high satisfaction levels? Now let's group our data. Data dot uh, group by group our data on video category. Put our data and you can see the video category here. Let's copy this column name and paste it here. Category, then satisfaction levels. Let's copy satisfaction levels. Yeah, satisfaction. Uh, let's sum our satisfaction levels. There is an error. Yeah. So my video category has a space. Now let's access using square brackets. Let's run again. Let's sort our values. Sort values in descending order. And you can see jokes or memes. Jokes or memes category videos has high satisfaction levels, and then life hacks has high satisfaction levels, and then gaming, at last comedy and ASMR. Let's go to another one. Which category has high engagement rate? Let's group our data. Data dot group by data dot uh, video category. Oh, sorry. I want to access in square brackets category and engagement rate. Let's go to our data and you can see the engagement column here. Now let's paste our engagement column here and then sum our engagement rate on video category. Let's run again. Let's sort our values. Instead of sorting, I'm copying my sort values here and then paste here. Run, and you can see again jokes and memes has high engagement rate, and then lives hacks has higher second high engagement rate. Now let's go to another one. Which category has high importance score? Let's copy this category and paste it here. Now I want importance score. Let's go to our data and we can see the importance score here. Let's copy this and paste it here. Okay, now let's sum our importance score and sort values in descending order. Let's run again and you can see again jokes and memes category has high importance score. At last comedy has high importance score.